Set feet. Bang!
What game is this? This is incredible.
Hook. Delightful. Wow!
Too strong.
Now Melbourne goes, and Melbourne gets the bucket. Circus basketball to Roof.
Cole! Yes!
Welcome to Sunday Basketball on 9 Go. It's a warm one here in Adelaide with the mercury set to pass 39 degrees, but it's going to be hotter action on court as the Lightning take on the UC Capitals. The temperature hasn't stopped the fans from rolling in to the famous Adelaide 36ers arena as they set to rally around their beloved Lightning coach, Matthew Clark. Good afternoon to you all. I'm Todd Morris, thrilled to be bringing you all the action this afternoon. Joining me is someone who's done it all in this league, from playing over 300 games, a successful period as WNBL coach of the Dandenong Rangers, none other than Larissa Anderson. Larissa, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
It is great to be here. It's going to be a fantastic occasion as these two teams take on each other in this one. It's going to be set to be a really good occasion. Both teams really desperate for the win.
They will absolutely be desperate for the win, and traditionally we know when there's been a handover in the coaching reins, that team generally always steps up and gets it done. But Canberra would be really disappointed with their performance the other night against Perth, and also desperate to bounce back today.
Before we tuck into this one, let's take a look at the round that was. Round 7, it's been an interesting one. And it started off with that overtime game between the Flyers and Geelong. That was an absolute thriller. Then it was the Lynx defeating the Capitals in a big one. We're going to discuss that at length later. The Spirit, they keep on rolling, 86-80 win over the Fire. But the Flames, they make it 3 in a row, Larissa.
For the first time this season, and missing Roof and Clark, which is a really great job by them last night. I was lucky enough to call that game. Geelong just with a very slow start, and even with very high turnover count by both teams, it was a really entertaining physical game.
Let's take a look at this one here. It was the Caps. They had a 24-point loss against the Perth Lynx. They want to rectify things. They're only about 31% from the field. They're going to get that better. Jade Melbourne only had the rare 4 looks from the field. So what do they have to do to start getting things going their way?
That is very unusual for Jade Melbourne to get that fewer looks, so that will definitely be something that they look at. The fact that Collier fouled out in 9 minutes would not have helped, but then obviously Tofiano did a fantastic job stepping up with a double-double in limited minutes. So perhaps we see a bigger role from her today. She was absolutely solid as we see her on screen there. Took every single bit of her opportunity and ran with it. Very impressive. Was really strong. You can see her there on the rebounding. Gave them really solid minutes, both ends off the bench.
Now, Nathan Strempel was speaking to Caps captain earlier, Jade Melbourne. Let's go down courtside and listen to that.
Tough in the dictionary, it said Jade Melbourne. Jade, tell us how the lip's going.
Yeah, lip's going good. I've only got the 1 stitch left in it. Yeah, there's been a few pulled out, but it's all good, and I'm looking forward to playing today.
Been a few pulled out. You said you pulled them out yourself. Are you actually able to eat at the moment?
It's been a pretty not so fun diet. It's been eating on the right side of my mouth, fish, mashed potatoes, anything soft. So it hasn't been fun, but 11 o'clock tomorrow they all come out, and I'm looking forward to a burger.
A burger sounds good. Hey, new head coach to the opposition, does that make a difference for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when a team's kind of got their back against the wall and, you know, they've gone through a bit of adversity, they always come out firing that first game. We're well aware of that, but, you know, we've got a lot to do. We were disappointed with the way we played on Thursday night, so we're really just focusing on us today. It's not about Adelaide, it's about the UC Capitals, getting back to our identity and playing the brand of basketball we want to be known for.
All the best, Jade.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Jade Melbourne, one of the superstars of the competition, will be going head-to-head with one of her Opals teammates in Isabelle Borlase. These two young superstars, they played together in Paris. Geez, they're exciting to watch, Larissa, both of these players.
These two young ladies would have to be 2 of Australia's most exciting young guards. So much fun to watch. Obviously very close. Olympians together now at such a young age. They've got so much to be proud of, and they are really fantastic to watch. So you don't get much tougher or more exciting than these two, so they'll be a really exciting matchup today.
A really exciting matchup indeed. Both athletic, can both run the floor really quickly. But one thing, the Adelaide Lightning, well, we know they've got the caretaker coach. We'll talk about more about that in a moment, but it's been a real up and down season for them. 26-point winners over the Flyers, and then 10-point loss to Geelong. Inconsistency, Larissa, that must drive them crazy at the moment.
It really would, but again, I mean, I discussed this on air last night. We have a lot of young, inexperienced players right across the league, and there are some teams with a lot more. Adelaide's one of them. They really are quite a young team, but they are also one of the best defensive teams. So they'd be really proud of their defensive efforts, keeping teams to only 71 points, as opposed to Canberra, who are keeping teams to 90. So that'll be something to watch today. But Adelaide have just been really inconsistent offensively. That's what they'd probably be looking to improve straight away.
Well, in their offense, some of their shining lights have been Bourne and Borlase. We see here on the highlights here, they can really start to shoot it. When they back themselves in, they do really well offensively.
They have got more than enough offensive weapons out there. It's just about them clicking and making that consistently every week over the full 40 minutes.
It'll be an exciting pair to watch too, the Bourne and Borlase pair. But let's go down the court side where Nathan Stremple spoke to Adelaide Lightning captain Steph Talbot earlier today.
Matthew Clark taking the reins today. Steph, undefeated as a WNBL head coach. How have you guys gone with the change this week?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a disruptive week, a lot going on in the background, but the girls are sticking together and the girls are staying positive, so that's the main thing.
Big week for you as well, drafted to Golden State. Have you been to the Bay Area before?
Never been, so yeah, excited, new city to explore, new team. They've got awesome facilities. I've heard only good things about the coach, so I'm excited.
And a hot one in Adelaide today, 40 degrees. Both teams like to get out and run. Does that affect the game at all?
Hopefully not. Hopefully we're all hydrated and ready to go. It's definitely hot outside though, but we're still same game plan. See how we go.
All the best with it today, Steph.
Thank you.
Let's head to Nathan Stremple courtside as he talks all things new coach of the Adelaide Lightning.
Thanks, Todd. Well, we pass our regards to Nat Hurst making a choice to step away for her family, but the Lightning, an opportunity to embrace stability with Matthew Clark stepping in as interim head coach. His dad played NBL in the 80s as a player. Matthew Clark over 200 NBL 1 games, most of those as captain of the Southern Tigers with Joe Ingles and Laura Hodges' husband Tim playing underneath him. And then as a coach, a championship winner and coach of the year in the NBL 1 with the Southern Tigers. And Rachel Spawn, Lightning legend, leads a host of basketball personalities in South Australia suggesting the Lightning embrace stability and appoint Matthew Clark for the rest of the season, knowing he's long been a head coach in waiting. Well, the wait is over. Today he steps in as the head coach of the Lightning, Matthew Clark, to lead the team against the Canberra Capitals.
Thank you very much, Nathan. I'm excited to see what he can do. I know Adelaide's quite a parochial place and they'll love to back in a local, won't they, Larissa?
Absolutely, and as we said before, whenever a coach steps in for their first game, players do tend to step up. But as Nathan said, a big shout out to Nat Hurst, who's done a phenomenal job in her last 3 seasons with the Lightning.
Certainly has. This one's set to get underway. The tip is won. The Caps will get us underway. It's Jade Melbourne with ball in hand, assessing options here early. Collier setting the screen. Then for the pop, an outside 2. That doesn't fall. Here come the Lightning for the first time. Dean. Great pass, good offense early. And to open the account, Borlase with an easy 2.
Great first basket there, high percentage layup. You don't get a better start than that offensively.
And for the starting lineups for the Caps, we have Hovart, Melbourne, Munger, Poch and Collier. Melbourne pulls up. That one doesn't fall. Hovart did well to keep that in, kept it alive. Melbourne for 3, just missing that one. Talbot with the first rebound of the game. And into the corner. Deep 2, and it falls. Great start here for the Lightning.
Always love seeing Turner back herself from away from the basket. They do need her to take those shots. Great start.
Hand off. There's Poch. Down low to Collier. Taking on Turner. Collier did really well. Had Turner biting, but didn't quite finish. Turner again from the same spot. One just doesn't fall.
Still the right shot to take, but you can see that Canberra clearly have the intent to stand off her and make her shoot it.
Collier in the post again. Backing down Turner, falling away with the jumper that time. Talbot driving. Foul. Talbot will go to the line for a couple.
So you can see the last couple of trips for Canberra, they're trying to go inside, they're getting Collier good looks, and she's just not quite finished them, as opposed to the other end. I think Adelaide are doing a great job of attacking them early.
You see Talbot just getting things together. We had a hampered 2023 with that ACL, and obviously picked up this week in the WNBA draft off to Golden State.
It'll be exciting for her, and ACL injury is a really tough one. People don't understand that whilst they're technically back, it really does take a full 12 months to be back to your best, and we're seeing that now with Talbot.
Well, a brilliant start here for the Lightning as they open their account with a 6-0 run. Melbourne, corner, Munga, no good. Lightning move it quickly, but Poch snatches it out of the air. Poch going coast to coast.
That's it.
Gets the scoring early. Larissa, I know you like Poch a lot. You've coached her on many occasions.
I do like Poch a lot, but that's exactly what you love to see. Her long wingspan getting the steal and backing herself on the coast to coast, attacking the basket on her left.
Talbot. Top to Bourne. Bourne driving off the window, no go. Poch again, running the floor. Horvath, Melbourne. Doesn't fall. Munga did well. Quick pass there to Collier, but it's out of court.
Right idea. We're seeing a lot of these bullet passes and bounce passes to genuine bigs, and they find they've just had to delicately throw that up in the air. Right idea, though, and great offensive rebounding.
Bourne. Turner. To Dean at the top. He's been great for the Lightning this season, pulling up for the two. It was in and out.
She does have a potent jump shot, though, so that was a nice play by the Lightning, just didn't quite finish.
Here's Poch. Talbot with a tough task to guarding Poch, who's aggressive to the hoop and gets the and one.
Great finish.
That's what I love to see from Poch. So aggressive at the hoop, so hard to guard for Talbot trying to get across here.
Well, that's her game. She is so athletic and long. She is, look, I would say she's probably closer to 6'3". She has oddly grown a little bit. She's just so long and such a long wingspan, but her athleticism is extremely high. So to see her put it on the floor, that's exactly what she needs to do.
Dean to the top, Hobart guarding her now to Talbot. Talbot thought Turner was headed basket bound, but the pass goes out of court.
Yeah, just not quite on the same page there, but you can see they're trying to attack that rim.
Nathan on court side, what have you got for us?
The pre-game, Izzy Borlay's walking through and Jade Melman goes, "You okay?" And I asked Jade Moore, obviously great friends, Olympic teammates. Borlay's invited Jade and Nadia Poch out for dinner Friday night. Borlay's picked the restaurant, called them the next day and said, "Are you guys feeling okay?" And Poch and Melbourne doing fine. Borlay's hasn't been out of bed since Friday night. So watch Izzy Borlay's holding up okay early. We'll see how she goes.
So do you think they planned what she ate?
Here's Poch on the 45. Now Horvath down in the corner. No go. Collier with the offensive glass, put it straight back up. They'll run the floor quickly here, the Lightning. Opportunity in transition. Turner, alley-oop, and the foul.
And taking the cameraman out. Love it at the end.
Great to see Opal's teammates, Melbourne, Borlace and Poch all out for dinner. Well, it's a hot one here in Adelaide, 39 degrees, and not a week that you want to be getting food poisoning.
No, I don't think there's ever a day you want to get food poisoning. That's really unpleasant. So lucky that it's probably a Sunday game and it's given her an extra day, because that would have been really nasty.
Turner taking advantage of the opportunity at the line and getting both of those. And off to Poch. Pulling up, a deep two if it falls. No go. Collier really strong on the offensive glass and finishes well.
Much better there by Collier. Great offensive rebound, but much better balance on the putback.
Talbot, big skip pass over the top. Here's Borlace. Driving on Melbourne. That one doesn't fall. Here's Munga. Horvath from the elbow. Good defense for Borlace to come across. Talbot driving. Borlace on the outside, no go. Melbourne to the hoop. Signature Melbourne drive, that is. Now the Lightning back in transition. Dean, Turner, good pass. And the foul. Turner to the line.
Now, you can see in the huddles a lot of deep breaths. Both these teams love to run, and that is all they're doing. They are just going end to end, end to end. 1 or 2 passes and shots, so you can see some much-needed subs here.
Turner's second trip to the charity stripe. I know that a lot of Lightning fans would be screaming out for her to have more attack on the basket, and it looks like her intent tonight.
Absolutely. It has started really aggressively, and I know I called one of their games earlier in the season and said the same thing, and it kind of just died off as the game went on. If you could see her being this aggressive all game, she would be an absolute force, like she is already, but just up to a whole new level.
You know, defensively, one of the best in the competition. 1 from 2 on that occasion. Tofiono onto the floor for the first time.
So Caps going bigger here with Collier and Tofiono on together.
Melbourne. Down low, Collier.
Great high-low, just didn't finish.
Really quickly, the Lightning. Dean. Drop-off pass. In the lane, Turner. Now into the corner. No good. Another attempt from the outside. That one's off the iron. Melbourne, slight hezzy, then the floater. Lightning moving it quickly. Dean to the hoop, taking on Poch. Basket doesn't fall, but they'll work their way to the line.
I'd like to see the Caps just like when they're not quite finishing those baskets, move the ball around just that little bit more and get a higher percentage look. They're taking some really quick options on fast break, and they're just not quite going for them right now, as opposed to the other end, off those misses, Adelaide are running on them.
Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. And that one is good from Dean. They slowly advance their score now to 11. Dean almost picked the pocket. Melbourne, foul. Should go to the line for 2. Okay, Melbourne against Perth. Their only points came from the charity stripe. It was 2 from 2. Unlike Melbourne, who is the leading scorer for the Caps. That one no good.
Shooters always rely on free throws to get their eye in when they're not quite hitting their mark. So hopefully she can hit this one, and you'll see the next shot go down. Not to be.
Collier did well to get the offensive rebound and finishing off the window. That was a handy second chance look.
Great second chance look.
Here's Dean. Turner back to Dean at the top. Great pass over the top. Turner just didn't quite get it in the grip. A good pick and roll action from those two.
And they've done that a few times, and it's the right look. Just Canberra are a lot bigger right now, so those passes just not as easy to collect.
Amy replay there. Displaying Collier on the offensive glass was great. Away in transition is Basham, who finishes off the window. Some easy points for the Lightning. Poch. Tofiono. The Bongi. Now Melbourne. Into Tofiono in the post. Into the fake. Now had to kick out. Shot clock deep here. Only a second left. Melbourne had to shoot from another time zone, but it was no good on that one. Defense here from the Lightning, forcing the Caps deep in the shot clock.
Yeah, Lightning, as always, they're being really consistent with their defense all season, and they're showcasing it here, keeping the Caps to 8 points so far.
Vaughan back on the floor. Here's Basham. Now Dean. Tough look for ball ace. Poch protecting the lane. Baseline jumper. That one doesn't fall from Pinot. Bongi. Now Poch. Looking to drive again. This time Borlase covers the lane. Did well defensively, Borlase. Basham. Now Bourne underneath. Went with the fake, then didn't finish. Probably had to back herself in first time.
Yeah.
Melbourne backing down Dean into the corner. Babongi out of court. Again, good defense by Basham, just suffocating the room there, making it tough.
They are, but I don't think Canberra are doing themselves any, they're not helping themselves, but they're just taking too many early options. They need to move the ball a little bit more, make Adelaide move, and they'll see the floor will open up for them. They're just forcing just that little bit too early.
Just on 2 minutes left in the first period. Great pass down low. That was beautiful. It was waved away.
They've caught an offensive screen.
Saul Pinot wasn't happy with that one. You don't get too many easy looks like that. It was a great pass by Bourne.
It's a nice little flex screen there, and yeah, would have brought the open layup, but the foul got called.
Papaiono attacking the hoop. And Bourne stopping her in her tracks, forcing her to pass, and that pass went out of court. Another turnover for the Caps.
But you can see it was off the first pass again. Toffiano backed herself here, which is fine, but it's so early. Adelaide aren't being shifted defensively.
They move it around. Bourne for Basham. Dean. Good
Great
drive,
move.
good tag, good finish.
Great ball movement, great drive, straight down the middle. Nice little ball fake there.
Boyer. Hobart. Babongi. Again, Adelaide making it so tough, but Babongi with a tough look finishes it.
Another very impressive young lady. She's had a great start to the season, really making a statement. Really enjoying watching her play.
Yeah, Queensland Basketball of the Year last year. Great young talent. Bourne. Out to Dean, who looks to drive. Run out of room, kick out. I'll go down low.
Great
Bourne.
seal.
Yeah, Bourne sealed well, but just didn't finish on that occasion. That's two easy ones for Bourne.
Big girls are having a tough time both ends under the basket. It's obvious, look, it could be more physical than what we're seeing, but they're just not rewarding their hard work right now.
Here comes Dean in transition. Has ball ace. There's the pass. There's the finish. Poch did well to defend in that 2-on-1 situation and stop that. Hobart and one. A brilliant look, and she'll go to the line now for the extra. Nathan, courtside, what have you got for us?
As Larissa just said, it's really physical underneath, but how about the battle of the bigs? Just looking at some of the numbers, Bree Turner starting the game, 5 points, 4 rebounds and 3 blocks. Contrasting Charlie Collier, 4 points and 8 rebounds.
Another second chance look here for the Caps, but a wayward pass is now a turnover. 7 turnovers now to the Caps.
Yeah.
And Larissa, you're talking about just settling in their offense.
Just they need to move the ball, but off the back of what Nathan's saying, both teams are really going inside, which I love, and unfortunately they're just not, Canberra in particular, just not quite finishing. But it is a really physical game.
Borlase stepping out and scoring. A great finish. Only seconds left in this first quarter. Babongi from half. Oh, and it's in. Does it count? Yes, it does. The half-court buzzer beater from Babongi.
That's the shot they make. I love it.
Let's take a look at this on the replay. There was only moments left. The half-court heave. Oh, yes.
That's a team lifter.
That is definitely a team lifter. 17-15. The Lightning only lead by 2. Let's take a quick break, but make sure you join us for the rest of the action.
contemplating all of my goals. Will I fold or will I chase them? I got adversity.
So the Lightning get 2 feet in the paint time after time, just physicality not able to finish. It's a tough one out there, second quarter coming up.
Certainly is a tough one out there as we return to the Adelaide 36ers arena. It was a great first quarter, but that late three-point shot from half court only bring things back to 2 points, Larissa. Tough contest.
It really is, and as Nathan just said, that Canberra's 7 offensive rebounds is absolutely keeping them in the game to make up for their 7 turnovers.
Yeah, 7 offensive, only 11 defensive for the Lightning, so that tally will be an interesting one to watch. Down low, Bourne underneath, didn't like the look, kick out. 3-point attempt, no good. Off hands, the Lightning will retain possession. They'll get a fresh 14.
Lizzie Bourne doing a fantastic job at sealing inside, but you can see the attention she's also attracting. Kicked that one out. I think she fell pretty hard there, but she's just not quite getting the rewards, but they'll come.
Cano. Down low, Talbot. Outside look for Andrews. No go. Only Andrews this week, signing with the Sandringham Sabres in the NBL 1 South. Melbourne. Horvath.
Great pass.
Tofiono down low, drew the foul. Talbot looks bereft. But Tofiono will go to the line for 2.
I think the bigs are doing a fantastic job sealing down low. That was a really lovely pass.
Make sure you're following all the live stats of today's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today. It's a fantastic app. Keep you up to date with everything all across the competition. Tofiono misses that one. That one's no good either. Having their woes from the charity stripe. At the moment, the Cats. Ball ace driving. Taking on Melbourne and gets that one.
Gosh, she makes that look easy. That was not an easy drive. Really lovely finish there.
Oh, it's a great crossover. Then to the hoop. Basket waved away for a travel.
Must have shuffled the feet, otherwise another great move there. But Canberra really need to work out how to get some consistent points on the board here within the half court.
Turner back on the floor. Andrews to Turner. Great 1-2 pass and finish in the key.
Really nice little two-man game there.
Melbourne directing traffic. Poch. Taking on the basket. Foul. Poch will go to the line for 2.
Nice little horns play there to get Nards. Poch a nice look here, putting the ball on the floor.
Must be frustrating at the moment for the Caps. They're 0 from 6 from the charity stripe. Poch has another opportunity at the line here. Want to be finishing those, especially in a game where you trail by so few.
Yeah, that's 0 from 7 now, which is the difference between having the lead.
And Nathan, courtside, what have you got for us?
We've observed it's such a physical game so far with not many fouls being called. That foul then was the 5th foul for the Lightning for the game, Canberra with only 4, but the one just before was Steph Talbot's 3rd. So in a game with not many fouls called, she gets called for a 3rd, trying to wall up on that last one.
Ball ace. It's going to be a tough one to manage with Talbot in early foul trouble. Ball ace with the 3.
Unless that young lady can get going. Lovely shot.
Here's Horvat. Watch left her all alone. Got it back to Collier. Munga trying to get open off the screen. There's Melbourne. Collier wanted to give it away. Fell in the hands of Dean. He was almost gifted one there. Andrews to ball ace. Now to Bourne. Down low against Horvat. 1-on-1. She'll like this matchup. Great fake. Just didn't finish. Melbourne. Pick and roll. Collier. That's how you get it done on the pick and roll.
Great delivery there by Jade Melbourne and great finish by Collier.
Here's Turner. Bourne. Andrews. Dean driving this time. Rejection denied by Horvat. Andrews alone down low. They just get it off in time. Melbourne to Collier again. That time a deep 2.
They've got the duo going the last 2 trips, which is really nice. 2 high percentage looks, and they've finished them.
That's what you called out for. You need some steadying on the offensive end, and looks like they're getting it, Larissa.
Well, it's worked twice for them, so let's see if they go to that option again.
Melbourne, the floor general. This time driving. Collier, another offensive rebound, and up with it. Horvat, another offensive glass. Matthew Clark will be driving crazy at the moment. Dean pulls up. The signature pull-up for Dean in transition with the 2.
Caps are doing a really solid job on the offensive boards. It is really keeping them in this game. But so you're right, Clark would be right at them about blocking out.
Here's Andrews. To the top. They'll steady things here, the Lightning. 10 on the shot clock. Andrews decides to drive. Then saw ball ace cutting. So did everybody else. It was cut off, but it's a foul.
It does not surprise me that everyone is gassing. You can see some hands on hips, heavy breathing. Both teams just running and running. It's hot there. I think the first team to settle down and really move the ball and run some really high quality half court sets, it will do them well.
Here's ball ace. Crazy thing is we haven't seen a time yet out in this game, a timeout yet. Bourne for 3, and that's good.
I was just about to say, that's the shot that's going to go in. That's her trademark. She'll be very frustrated right now. She's doing all the right things inside and it's just not paying off. So that basket will feel very nice.
And right on cue, we get a timeout, but we're going to take a quick break. There's the Adelaide Lightning 29, the UC Caps 20.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is.
Welcome back to your Sunday WNBL action. This game is a great one at the moment. The Adelaide Lightning are in a commanding position, leading by 9. We saw our first time out of the game, Larissa, in such a high-paced game.
I'm sure the players welcomed it too. It is really a very fast-paced game and very hot up there, so I'm surprised.
Dean covered the passing lane, but has been called for the over and back. Officials must have saw it touch it in the front court, then in the back court before advancing down the floor. So we mung it to inbound.
Oh dear.
And we see a back-to-back backcourt violation.
They're just the little mistakes that they just need to negate out of their game, and it is very frustrating, and you can see them all getting a bit frustrated.
You have just joined us. Collier leads the score for the Caps with 8 points, and Borlase for the Lightning with 9. Here's Turner, Dean. Not a lot of shot clock to operate, only
Great
2
pass.
seconds. An alley-oop, but there it is, Turner and Dean combining.
That side pick and roll, they are quite potent in getting some really good looks, so Adelaide probably need to look at that action a bit more.
Bowyer. Collier, aggressive. No go. Lightning go in transition here. Borlase fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2, but I believe, Nathan, you're in the timeout with Paul Goris. What did you hear down there?
Well, Larissa, you mentioned people getting frustrated out there. No one more frustrated than Paul Goris. Absolutely livid at the lack of response to defensive communication from his team, providing open looks, which led to the timeout. But it is 40 degrees here. There's some aircon in the building, but it is stinking hot, yet both teams looking to get up and down. Goris's last words to the team coming out of the timeout is with pace, with pace.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Make sure you stay hydrated, mate, down there on court side. Borlase nails that one. 12 points to margin at the moment. The Lightning starting to get away with this one, Larissa.
Well, if you just have a look at a couple of key stats, Adelaide getting it done from the free throw line at 87%, 7 from 8, as opposed to the Caps only 1 from 8. I mean, right there, that's the difference in the game.
Basham finding Borlase with a great pass, and Borlase earns another trip to the charity stripe. A good drive. See that pass there in transition. They're happy to go quick.
They certainly are, and Borlase can clearly just run and run and run. You can see her left leg there pretty tightly strapped. So we were thinking before the game, is she restricted at all? She is clearly not restricted, and she's leaving it all out there.
Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to the travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field, leaving the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. Here's Babongi driving. Open lane, got it to Hobart. Now Collier, just dominant down low. And Collier now has 10.
Better patience there by the Caps. They're still attacking really early, but better ball movement until they got that high percentage look.
Blaze driving, pulling up. No go. Turner came across, got a hand to it. And it'll be Caps ball. A good moment for the Caps here to pick up a basket on the back of a turnover. Melbourne. Oh yeah. Bongi driving, good take. Even better ejection from Borlase.
How much fun is it to say Babongi? It's such a great name.
It does roll off the tongue. Especially in a game where you got Borlase born and Babongi.
I know. See if they can get a really good look here.
Oh yeah, at the top. Takes that one. Melbourne looking to link up with Collier, but Collier was there. Oh. Pass, pocket pass, Collier trying.
It was the right look, it just wasn't the right delivery. Bounce passes at her feet, you've got to keep it up high, but credit to Collier, that's her 11th rebound for the game. She's absolutely destroying the boards.
This will be taken from the baseline. Blaze sits down. All right.
Oh dear.
An unwanted turnover.
Look, it's going to happen, and I did briefly speak to Paul Gorris through the week. He has taken on a very young but exciting Canberra Capitals team here, and it's just going to take some time to get that consistency across for 40 minutes. And that's what they're working on every single game, and you can see the little patches where they go up and down, and then they show a patch of brilliance and the excitement that they actually offer. So they've just got to remain patient and together and keep going.
Ford dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia. From Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL. We've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you're ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get into the game. Make sure you check out Ford. We've just got some pictures here from the timeout. Matthew Clark, obviously the caretaker coach for the Lightning. Played 11 years at state level for the Noarlunga City Tigers and now the Southern Tigers, but he had a great career as a point guard. He was quite an astute point guard, I believe. He had a good three ball on him as well, Marissa. Now, you're obviously a coach. What's it like in this situation, taking on a new team?
Well, I haven't been in this situation personally where I've stepped in the interim or as the interim. But I can imagine, look, he's been around the program the whole time. So it wouldn't, and that's exactly the reason the Lightning would have done it this way, so that there was at least a smooth transition. So I've got no doubt he's right across everything that they've been doing really well, all the things that they're trying to work on. So you should see here nothing but little steps of improvement, hopefully, for them.
Well, they've been a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, and reading during the week, that's something that he was looking for. Clutch. Now Boyer. Collier in the post. Out to Melbourne. What a whistle. This looks to be off ball here. Going to be against Basham. Caps get a look here with a 15-second shot clock. Now inbound from the base. See if we can find something open. Boyer was open. Another offensive rebound for the Caps. Melbourne doesn't finish that. And again, some more offensive action on the rebounding. And Collier put it up and an and one.
That is offensive rebound number 7 to Collier. That is what is keeping the Caps in the game. Great job on the boards, great finish. But that was a really nice set by the Caps from the end line too. The jump shot just didn't quite go down, but again, they cleaned up on the rebounds.
And some more second chance points.
Love to see the fans getting into it.
We certainly do.
If only they could finish their free throws.
They are struggling at the moment from the charity stripe. That's now 1 from 9. As Bourne gets to work on the outside. That one doesn't quite fall. Boyette for three. No good. And again, another offensive set inside 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Here's Dean. Bongi playing tight on Dean, who then turns and burns. Turner, good take.
Even better finish. Really nice there by Turner.
Melbourne driving. Finger roll, no good. Collier, some more offensive glass. And now another trip to the line.
Offensive rebound number 8, rebound number 13. Let's see if she can reward themselves and her with all that wonderful work on the glass from the free throw line.
Let's take a look at this, our Amy replay. Was that offensive rebound from Collier earlier and the finish in the and one. And the crazy thing about this achievement on the offensive glass at the moment, she's not just doing it against anyone, it's against Bree Turner.
Absolutely.
One of the best in the game.
She's doing a fantastic job. This is by far the best display on the boards we've seen from her this season. She's showing that perhaps she is just settling in more and more because she's destroying the boards today.
We hear so often, Larissa, it takes imports a little bit of time to settle in, and you think she's definitely now in that groove now.
So this is a coach killer right here. So Adelaide are not doing a good job blocking out. They block out there, but it's too aggressively, so they get called the foul. Ironic, right?
Matthew Clark, even though he's in the lead, he'll be pulling his hair out of that end of the floor as Munga to the line, nails that one.
Credit to the Caps, though. They really are doing a fantastic job on the offensive boards.
That one falls. Munga, the
2
only
for
player
2.
for the Caps to go 2 for 2.
Oh,
Close.
that was stressful to watch.
Turner. Andrews. Bourne at the top. 5 on the shot clock here. Dean over the top. Bourne hasn't got a lot of time. Extra pass. We've got a call. Too long in the key.
Much better D by the Caps there.
Fun there for Bourne. You feel that she probably just had to go up with the shot,
Well,
considering how much left on the clock.
absolutely. She's clearly second-guessing herself because she's missed a couple of layups, but she really does need to back herself there.
Melbourne driving this time. Dean committing the foul. Melbourne will go to the line for a pair.
Jade Melbourne does such a great job at giving herself way more time than what is probably there to see whether the spacing's there to take that drive. That was a really well-timed drive then.
4 from 14 for the line for the Caps after that one. They find themselves trailing by 9. That's the difference almost there as that one doesn't fall. Collier, offensive rebound again, and now to the line.
They may have to start sending 2 players to block her out.
It's a total of 14 rebounds for Collier, 9 of those offensive. At this point of the game, some players will be happy with 9 total rebounds, let alone on the offensive end. No one falls. It's Collier's first, 1 from 4.
Shout out to the cheer squad there. You can hear them loud and proud.
They certainly can. They're making plenty of noise in the Adelaide 36ers arena. Here's Boulaye calming things down. Eight on the shot clock. Boulaye's driving. No good. But a foul. And a minute left in the half. Boulaye's to the line. Such a tough player to guard. Great first step and so aggressive to the hoop.
Yeah, and you can just see the little reaching fouls being called. So I think both coaches will probably discuss at half-time, make players make a tough shot, stop reaching, because otherwise they're being let go to play out there. Similar to last night, it's quite a physical game.
There's one from 2. That's 13 points now for Belace. Equal game high with Collier with 13. Melbourne. Pass to the corner, Munga. Now Poch had some room. Good defense to come across by Pinot. Team out. Happy to take time. 30 seconds on the clock. 15 shot clock. Turner. Sets a screen for Belace, then ducks to the basket. Belace has to pull up. And it falls.
It's what we discussed before the game. For such a young player, she shows fabulous poise on her decisions. Just gave herself the time needed to get balance, finish the jump shot.
With only seconds left, Melbourne. Can they get another buzzer beater? Babongi, who did it early.
Why not?
Just misses that one. What a first half of basketball. It's the Adelaide Lightning 39, the Caps 28. A fantastic half of basketball. Lightning in a commanding position at the moment. And Izzy Borlase continues to get it done. 15 points for her. She's been fantastic. And I believe Nathan has Izzy Borlase down courtside. So, Larissa, for the Caps, it's a tough one for them at the moment. They find themselves down with this deficit. What are they going to do? A couple of little changes they need to make.
Well, they need to make their free throws. They're 5 from 17, so they're actually getting to the line, but only shooting 29%.
Yeah, it's a tough one for them at the moment on the offensive end. They've got to get some drive, probably get later in their sets, right?
Well, they're 1 from 10 from the 3. They're not falling for them right now, so they probably need to now discuss how to get higher. I mean, they are getting great looks around the basket, particularly due to offensive rebounds. But yes, they're not shooting a great clip from the 3 or the free throw line, so that would make a massive difference.
We've got Nathan with Izzy Borlase down on courtside.
Izzy, we heard you in sick all week. You're throwing some sort of a flu game at us, though. 15-4, couple of blocks for good measure. Are you feeling okay out there?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit puffed, and I'm glad Matt's coming in, giving the subs really quick. But yeah, should be good for the second half.
You mentioned head coach Matthew Clark, first time under the reins. Bit of foul trouble for you guys, but despite that, keeping them to 28 is pretty good effort defensively.
Yeah, I think all year we've been pretty good on the defensive end, but boxing out and giving them second chance points is killing us right now, and I'm sure that's what he'll talk about in the rooms.
Izzy, way to do it. Keep going to the second half.
Thank you.
Second half coming up. Adelaide Lightning.
Thank you.
We will talk about highlights piece. You want to do up with anything? I'll give you a segue.
I think the obvious is the offensive rebounds, but her positioning, I'll talk about her positioning around the basket. She's just doing such a good job at sealing and getting in the right position for the boards.
Yep. Welcome back to battle to see And now, you may notice today that players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and players association have united to raise awareness around the critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible. And when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn more how you can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. Let's take a look at our Dream Courts plays of the round for round 6.
Wow, Rocci to the cup for the first.
What a great start for Maddie Rochin. Oh, Hillman with the putback, that's going to count.
The Spirit have an opportunity to take the lead. And one! It falls. Samuels at the hoop. Aggressive. Bendigo now have the lead. What a great pass that was. Griffin, now Wickham. Great cross into the middle of the key and one. A fantastic move. We expect nothing more from Wickham.
That was really, really nice. Made it quick, sharp, what a cross.
Perth can have the final shot of the quarter. It's Soa. It's free. Mila Soa with a much-needed long-range bucket on the stroke of quarter time.
Is that something that you do a lot when you play basketball for Sturt? So you've basically been out doing a quarter-time thing, around half-time. So would you safely say this is the Cassie show featuring WNBL game? Kind of, yeah. That's absolutely perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cassie. Great job today. I want to give you a huge go lining into this microphone on the count three. You ready? We get to do go lightning in the mic on the count three. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go lightning.
It's the Mitsubishi Indigo Conference. Get going with bonus vehicles and select vehicles. Go adventure with a 1,500 vehicle and Eclipse Cross and petrol cars. And go further with a 2,500 vehicle on the Gero Sport Control. All backed by Australia's first 10-year warranty and 10 years capital service. You're good to go with Mitsubishi, my friends.
For over 25 years, HPG Works has been helping South Australians build and own their home. Whether it's a house in Manhattan, custom build, or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price tags along the way. Open it.
Dear little Izzy, you have so much ahead of you that is going to be tough but also very rewarding. You will have so many new experiences thanks to the beautiful game of basketball. You will meet many new people, some of which you'll become close with for life. I'm so excited for your future and you should be too. I don't think you will believe me for what's in store for you, so instead I'll give you some advice from your future self. Once you learn how to dribble and control your limbs, you have some pretty cool things coming your way. With the help of some amazing coaches and unwavering support of your family members, there is so much for you to achieve both on and off the court. It is important for you to cherish and enjoy the relationships you make along the way, because without those people, the journey isn't nearly as rewarding or fun. Be grateful for the people who consistently support and care for you no matter where you are or what you are doing. They are the people that will stay in your circle. What I will tell you is, work hard, treat people well, and live in the moment. These are the things that matter the most no matter where you are. Believe in yourself and your goals because you have the strength to achieve them. I'm so excited for you to push to your full potential.
Well, what a fantastic message that was for Izzy Bourne, who's just a player that's going from step to step. As we see her nailing the triples there. It's been a fantastic game from her. But let's head to Nathan courtside. What have you got for us, Nathan?
It's nice touching base with both coaches coming out. For Canberra, they mentioned the turnover count too high. 11 turnovers from them. And it's really been the offensive rebounds keeping them in game, getting second chance points. Coach Goris really imploring them to finish at the rim. And not dissimilar for the Lightning. They want to keep attacking the rim. They feel like they've got great looks at the rim and perhaps haven't been rewarded as much with the opportunity to get to the free throw line. So they want to continue to look to attack. Matthew Clark quoted during the week that he's in the hot seat in more ways than one, with it being a hot day here in the building, but he talked about an energised and aggressive group, so watch for that in the second half.
Well, they've certainly opened up with a ton of energy. Larissa, this Caps team, they find themselves trailing by 11 coming into the second half. What do you think they've got to do?
Well, everything that we've just already spoken about. They need to look after the ball. They need to get higher percentage looks. They need to finish. I mean, I think when you look at a shooting percentage, sometimes you do just have a bad night from the field, but I think for the Caps tonight, it's more based on the shots that they are taking. Some of them just probably aren't quite the right ones. So again, that's just something that comes with having a young team, learning the great shots from the not so great shots, but they are doing a great job on the boards, led by Collier, and they are getting some really good looks, and getting some great stops up the other end. Adelaide, on the other hand, their big focus is they'd be really happy with defensively keeping them to 28, albeit the offensive boards that they've given up. So they're going to want to do a better job at blocking out and now keep going. They've got 39 points at half-time, which is probably one of their best for the season. So that means they're at least heading, at the moment, they average 70 points a game. Let's see if they can get above 80.
Well, let's see what this second half brings. It's Todd Morris and Larissa Anderson bringing you the action here on your Sunday on 9 Go. We love having you riding along with us. Let's see how this one pans out. Melbourne to Poch. Straight at the hoop, straight away. Good start for the Caps, a quality look.
That's a great half-court set there and great finish. Exactly the start they needed.
Dean to ball ace, now into Turner on the elbow. Another handoff. Talbot at the top. Talbot in foul trouble early. It's great to see her back on the floor. Dean for three. Doesn't fall. The foul in the rebounding contest. It looks like could go against Collier here. It will be. Collier and Bourne caught in a tie-up here.
Great job by Bourne there. Between two players, still managed to come up with possession for a team.
Dean to Turner. Talbot outside. In and out. It's on the trail by 9 now. I'd love to get something here off a miss. Poch fouled. Is trying to make her way through. That's a foul on ball ace.
So you can see the delay on the call there, similar to what we were discussing on air last night. If they're letting a lot go, if it leads to a turnover, they tend to call it. If Poch could have got through that, they probably wouldn't have called it.
Melbourne. Bourne getting a hand in there against Horvath. Now Munga. Collier to Melbourne, 5 on the shot clock. Offensive foul against Jade Melbourne. It's only a second personal. Melbourne a quiet night again. 0 from 11 from the field with only the 1 point. Just got to find some rhythm. Turner to ball ace, good find, but couldn't finish.
Well, she could feel Poch right on her back there, but that was enough to just force the missed shot. But that was a great play by Adelaide.
Melbourne driving, missing the lane. Looks frustrated after that one. Dean pulling up, and it's good.
There's that deadly jump shot. Love seeing a good mid-range game. Some like to say it's dead. I love Dean showing it's well and truly alive.
Here's Poch. Horvath. Off the foot.
So a fresh 14 here for the Caps. Let's see if they can get a good set.
Downs it to Munga. Pulling up. Good look for two, just doesn't fall. Now the Lightning going to go quick again. Great lob pass. Bourne working with that one. No go. Munga in transition, pulling up easy as you like, missing, but Horvath offensive rebound and scoring. some more second chance points. That's 11 now for the Caps.
Well, this is what the Caps need to do. They have to anticipate a lot more attention on Collier, which opens up the boards for someone else.
Melbourne picks the pocket here. Handing off to Poch. And one. Great team play. Defense turning into offense.
Great defensive stop. Way to run up the other end. Aggressive, exactly. You hear Paul Goris saying at pace. That's exactly what he would be meaning.
Just good on his feet there from Melbourne. Poch just knew where to be.
Credit to Horvat too, rim running. She attracted the defense, which opened up the lane for Poch to come through. So great job by Horvat.
And that one goes down. Poch now with 10. Talbot having to contend with Horvat. Got the screen, now ball ace. Munga playing really high. Ball ace driving. Poch coming across, playing some good help D. Lightning will hold on to possession here, but they've only got 2 on the shot clock.
Oh, I would have had a little bit of a question to ask there if I was the Caps too. I thought that came off Dean, but much better D by the Caps there.
Short clock here, Turner to Talbot. Back to Turner, probably didn't have room for the extra pass.
You know, Talbot needed to shoot that.
Just a lack of clock awareness on that occasion. Melbourne, they would pass. Dean Talbot. They'll pull out of that one. Ball ace, pulling up, fouled. Ball ace will go to the line as Munga commits the foul.
Munga just having a little question with the ref there, but that's what Ball ace does quite well. You can see that shoulder. She just creates that space legally to give her that time for the shot.
That one's good. 5 from 7 from free throw for Ball ace tonight. With that one dropping, that's 17 now. Game high. Melbourne staying with the assignment, did well. Babongi looking to lob it over to Collier. Turner was fronting the post there, got the steal. Ball ace.
Great finish.
And one, if you don't mind as well, drawing the foul.
You can just see the passing angle on the replay there. Needed to dribble around to the wing to get that in. But again, understandably, Adelaide giving Collier a lot more attention inside.
For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy, pick up a pack of Latina Fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious. There won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina Fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you. Melbourne. A huge pass to Babongi. Now Collier. And Larissa, you weren't happy with that one. We could hear you sighing there in the background.
Oh no, it was just that pass, walking the tightrope at the end. I love that Jade's trying to push it, but they really need to stick with high percentage passing and decisions here.
Well, with Dean scoring that one, the Lightning is starting to go on a run here, and we've got a timeout on the floor, but we're going to take a quick break and make sure you're joining us back for the action as the Lightning lead 48 to the Caps 35. back to your WNBL on Sunday on 9 Go. It's the Adelaide Lightning in a commanding position, 48. The Caps 35. Paul Goris called the timeout here. And after that jump shot from Dean, they've just got to get something going, the Caps. See if they can manufacture something here on the offensive end with Melbourne. Driving. That one doesn't fall, but an offensive rebound from Collier, who scored on the putback.
We'll call that an assist by Jade Melbourne.
That's 18 rebounds for Collier with 15 points. Huge numbers, staring down to 2020.
But you can see out of every timeout, break, Canberra come out with a really good half-court set and score or get a really high percentage. They need to do more of that through the play.
Poch taking on Paul Ace.
Oh dear.
Doesn't quite sit. Now Basham. Paul Ace. That one doesn't quite fall. This is the end-to-end action we've come to love in this game. It's been such high energy, and especially on a day where it's 39 degrees in Adelaide. I think we're going to get some perspiration wiped off the floor, understandably so.
I would personally be saying that there is, we need the floor wiped just to get a break, I think. Whether it was on their floor or not, I'd be saying, ref, we need a towel here just to huddle and get a few breaths in.
Yeah, definitely agree. Our floor wiping team doing a great job.
They're playing the waiting music for this poor little kid that's doing a great job wiping the floor.
I think they've sold him down the river on that one.
They really have.
Here's Melbourne. Horvath. Too much mustard on the pass. Turned over. Stolen back though. Collier ended up with it. Here's Babongi. Blocked by Turner. And more end-to-end stuff.
Oh,
Dean,
great.
what a thread. Talbot just didn't finish.
This is where they need to get a good set. They don't need any early looks. They need to move the ball and get a high percentage look.
Melbourne. Collier. Good roll. Horvath there. That one rolls around the rim. Horvath offensive rebound and finishing with the two.
Great job on the boards, because my goodness, they need to reward those. And Collier needs to finish that first one. You can see herself getting so frustrated. 19
offensive rebounds. I know we've talked about it ad nauseum, but it's such a big talking point. And now 15 second chance points. Basham. Turner. That pass, Wayward, out of court. Cano will check in. Police, our leading scorer with 20 points. He's been amazing, 7 from 12 from the field. 5 total rebounds as well. Babongi. For Toffiano, no good. Comes Talbot. Turner to Basham. Basham pulling up. No go. Melbourne with the hustle. Looking for Horvath. Pass out of court. Again, more end-to-end stuff.
Yeah. You can just see so many players getting frustrated. That both teams looking to push, but it gets to a point now where they really need to learn to slow it down and get a high percentage look.
Turner. Dean driving this time. Has Talbot at the top. 5 on the shot clock. Dean, catch and shoot. No go. Toffiano to Horvath. Out of court. Another turnover. This is where it gets tough for the Caps here. Not only is it hot, but they've had a tough road trip. They had to go to Perth on Thursday night and then hang around and stay in Adelaide and then play on the Sunday. And with these conditions, it's only getting harder for them. Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. Well, tough time out here. 3 minutes left here in the third term. Paul Goris will be wanting to get something out of his team, Larissa, but where do you think it comes from? Is it Jade Melbourne needs to stand up here? I know she hasn't had the greatest of last pair of games, only on the 1 point here for this one, but where do you think it needs to come from?
All of them. They all just need to be patient, poised, and just know and just settle a little bit collectively. They're doing such a good job on the boards. They're running the floor really well, but they're just making some really rushed out of time passes, and it's just patience.
As we see them about to break from the timeout. Let's have a look at the Amy replay of the quarter. It was again Collier.
That was the pass. It didn't touch the rim. Technically, that should be an assist.
Nathan, down court side, you're in the timeout. What did you hear?
Paul Goris again, really frustrated, just imploring his team not to turn the ball over. Said if we can't do simple things, how do we play this game? And then the earlier timeout with the Lightning, it was great to see the underrated impact of the captain, Steph Talbot, back in the game. Only 6 minutes in the first half with her with foul trouble. She's played out the entirety of this third quarter.
Yeah, Talbot, a wily veteran. Dean just scored the floater there. Oh, listening to Nathan, Tofiano. Now Potch. Now Low. 3 on the shot clock. Tofiano's got to get something up here. Offensive foul. Brilliant defense by Pinot.
Great defense there by Georgia Pinot, just knowing that Tofiano really had no choice there but to try and score. Stood her ground and was rewarded.
Dean. Basham.
So the Caps looking at a zone here, which is a good mix-up.
What a pass to Turner.
Great pass. Unfortunately, just they were able to expose the shorter player on the baseline.
It's 13 now for Turner in this one. You almost feel under Matthew Clark, she's got a bit of freedom towards the basket here. Hobart turnaround off the iron. Talbot looking to drive. Another great pass. The Lightning, great connectivity with Pinot scoring that one.
It's just great spacing and positioning by the Adelaide Lightning, spreading the floor of the Caps.
Hobart for 3. That's good. Can that rally this Caps team?
They needed that one.
Just starting to get away from him at the moment. They won't want to repeat on Thursday night as Dean pulls up.
Caps are literally fighting over the boards. You love to see that. That's a huge positive from this game for the Caps.
Yeah, they are showing plenty of fight.
They've got 46 rebounds now to 33. That's a huge difference between the two teams. You can just see the Caps need to really stay together here. You can see they're really frustrated out there. Stay tight.
Talbot. Andrews for 3. And it's home. And the Lightning now really getting connected on offense. Things are starting to look easy for them. Boyette. Good drive, good take, and one. Great stuff from Indy Boyette.
Really nice finish there. So nothing like a calming basket. Hopefully they have tried to mix their D up a little bit more in the last couple of minutes. Hopefully they can get a couple of stops. This game is still far from over. 13 points, hopefully 12 after this free throw is nothing.
Been a bit of a journey for Indy Boyette. He's a development player at the Flames and Townsville as well. Only 21 years of age, and I liked her season. She's growing.
Absolutely. And there's a gift from the Lightning. So Merry Christmas. We'll give you another possession here. We'll just bounce it off our leg and give you another look.
Let's see if Christmas comes early. If they can get something here, like a blink of an eye, they could be in it all of a sudden. Melbourne pulling up a 3. That would be the one, but just doesn't fall.
Jade, she's such a potent shooter. Unfortunately, she's just not feeling it today.
Yeah, Melbourne at the moment 0 from 14 from the field.
I actually haven't seen her this frustrated, so...
See this one here on the replays. Andrews on the drive. Melbourne with the foul. It's only Melbourne's second. What would the chat be like, Larissa, with someone like Jade Melbourne in the form that she's in this game? You've got to just tell her to back herself in continually, don't you?
Oh, of course, absolutely. Look, as we've mentioned a few times, they are a really young side, very young, right, collectively. So they've just got to learn how to get through their plays, be patient, know that Jade Melbourne's going to get an enormous amount of attention, understandably, which is exactly what she needs to continue improving. So just embrace that, keep going, stay together. She is the most positive, happy person I think anybody would ever know. So I have no doubt she'll bounce back pretty quickly here.
She certainly is, the girl from Gippsland, much loved around the league. 10 seconds left. This could be the play that changes it all. Melbourne, good pass. Collier for three to beat the buzzer as well. That's going to give them some confidence going into the fourth quarter.
That's a beautiful, beautiful pass by Jade Melbourne there, and really nicely finished.
We're going to take a quick break. It's the Lightning 58, the Caps 44. Make sure you join us for the last quarter as the Caps maybe rally. Welcome back to your WNBL on your Sunday on 9 Go. What a quarter that was. A good one for the Caps. They started to rally. They actually drew that quarter 19 apiece. So there were some good signs offensively late in that quarter, Larissa.
Yeah, when they're actually calling a play or setting a play up and they all actually get through the structure of it, they look fantastic. It's more just that when they're not so much looking after the ball, fast break, broken play, it's just that decision making, which will come. It's just a sign of an inexperienced team. And let's be honest, it's a collectively very new team too. So it's tough to step into the WNBL, both young and new, and just click. It's going to come. It's just going to need lots of patience and perseverance, but it will definitely come.
Let's go to Nathan on court side. I believe you're in the huddle for that quarter time with the Lightning, Nathan.
Listening to the Lightning, you've got to respect the poise for first game WNBL head coach Matthew Clark. The Lightning have had issues closing out games. Important, hey, it's a 10-minute battle. So it's all about how we guard for the first 4 minutes. And then offensively, watch for them to look to move the ball side to side in the first 6 to 8, and then continue to attack the paint.
I like the sounds of that a lot. Matthew Clark seems to be on top of it here. Could potentially have his first win as head coach in the WNBL. And the Lightning. Andrews to Talbot. Up to the top. Borlase tried to open the account with a 3. Caps have it here. Wayward pass. Off hands though, that will retain possession. 18 seconds on the shot clock. See if they can get something out here from the baseline. Melbourne to inbound, finds Collier. Now Melbourne. Collier with the roll. There's the pocket pass. It's probably a little too low.
Yeah, that's the one where she just needs to pop it up in the air. Every time they've run that side pick and roll though, both of them have really got a really good look. It's just this bit too much at the feet.
Back on offense here. Andrews to Talbot. There's that lob pass to Turner. Made her way to the basket and was fouled.
It's a shame because the Caps have had 2 really good possessions and a chance to eat into this lead here.
Look at this offensive play here.
You can see as opposed to Talbot's pass there, nicely up in the air. So Turner just literally had to catch and put it up.
Turner's numbers, 13 points, 8 rebounds. 1 from 2 on that occasion. Collier gets some more glass. That's rebound number 19 for Collier. Looking for Hobart on that occasion. Easy turnover. Turnover count's been a frustrating one. 22 for the Caps, Larissa.
Yeah, off passes like that. That was just a simple high-low. Really good look.
Only going to work here. Borlase for 3. And off the back of the iron. That's rebound number 20 for Collier. 18 points. We could see a 20-20 performance. That is huge. Boyette driving off hands.
Scary to think that if Collier actually finished better this game, she would be having a huge game. Like, she's already having a really strong game and dominating the boards. She's just had a tough night finishing some of those shots.
Yeah, you're right, 8 from 18 from the field.
And they've all been around the rim. She's done such a good job at positioning like that there.
That one aggressive and the finish there. That's 20 points up. Something you don't see every day, a 20-20. Dean. Borlase, Poch. Doing a tough time guarding, but Borlase got through.
That was
the left hand, but no good.
That was a mean crossover by Borlase there.
Melbourne trying to thread the pass to Poch, the no-looker. Poch wasn't sure she got a hand to it. Let's have a look at this pass, a great angle to see it. Dean. Turner at the elbow. Melbourne picked the pocket.
Sneaky hands there by Melbourne. Oh dear. Oh gosh, you just want to give her a hug right now.
You certainly do. It's been one of those games.
We saw the same with Monconti last night. Sorry, Mon, if you're watching this. But doing all the hard work, running the floor, and it just happens. Sometimes you have one of those nights where it just won't drop for you.
See Melbourne just on screen there, body language at the moment. She's
a little deflated.
Tough one, yeah. Borlase to Bourne.
The positive is that they're only down by 9, and there's just so many turnovers happening.
Dean for 3, couldn't get that one. Melbourne still battling away, got some glass. Now fouled. That's Dean's third personal foul. All of a sudden, Melbourne could get a different matchup here, and fortunes could change.
7 minutes is a long time.
All alone. 3 ball. And we know she's been working on her shooting, Larissa. Great to see her nail one from the outside.
I just love that she took that shot. That is absolutely what she has to do. Everybody scouts her and plays her for the drive. She has to take that shot. Good for her.
And now, all of a sudden, the margin's at 6. This makes this much closer. Let's look at this at the Amy replay. Talk us through this, Larissa. You loved it.
Well, they clearly scout. You can see them going under. They're literally tempting her to shoot the ball, and she did, and nailed it.
So 6 points the margin. The Caps have somehow wrestled this back. It's been a good run for them here in this third term. It's been a 5-0 run. And now they're back in this ball game.
Just like that, 6 points. And it's because even though we're focusing a little bit on the Caps in what they need to do, because you can see they're getting so frustrated. But Adelaide are not doing a good job at scoring this quarter either. So I would say offensively, obviously you want to chat about defensively that Caps have made that ground, but Lightning have not kept the scoreboard pressure up, and this is the issue they've had all season. So let's see what Lightning run out of this timeout.
Well, Matthew Clark up against it now in his first start. He had a handy, comfortable lead. The biggest lead of the game was 15. It's now down to 6. And the Caps have gone on a handy run here. They finished the quarter strong. It's been the biggest run of the game, 8 points. Talbot to Bourne. Now ball ace. Great pass down low to Turner. Collier got across, committed the foul. That's 3 now on Collier.
That was actually a pretty tough basket that Turner was going to have to make there. She got caught under the basket. Collier didn't need to reach.
Nathan, I believe you're in the timeout with Paul Goris and the Canberra Capitals.
The Capitals getting a taste here, and Nicole Munger was the voice of the timeout, imploring the group that this is our moment. Great execution from the Lightning there with their out-of-timeout play. Watch for them looking to read the screens here for Munger coming off, going for a look.
Here's Melbourne. Potch. Got the screen from Collier. Munger, open. Didn't quite fall. Well, Ace is happy to run the floor here. We'll wait for the Cavalry now. Has Talbot. Down low to Bourne. Potch. The block. Boyer. Off feet. It's going to be Caps ball.
Great defense by Potch there, and great running by the Caps. I'd just love to see them rewarded with the right pass.
It's been one of those days. Melbourne. Collier darting to the basket. Melbourne still ball in hand. Pulling
there
up.
We go.
That's the Jade Melbourne we know. Great to see her find the bottom of the cup.
She was so much more patient on that drive and decision though. Great job.
Good pass here for ball ace. Didn't quite catch it. The Caps have it back. Something here could bring it within 4, or possibly 3. Munger with the steal.
Great job.
Picked the pocket.
That's what she does. Energy, effort.
So game on now. Lightning under pressure here. Off hands. It's going to be Caps ball. And they're starting to rally.
This is why we love the game, right? Momentum swings. You're always a chance. 4 quarters.
9-2 run here in the 4th quarter. And we know the Lightning have had their struggles in closing out games. Matthew Clark mentioned that earlier. And now they're up against it. Potch. Almost had the pocket pick. 3 on the shot clock. Collier's got to move quickly. got the shot away, and it falls to beat the shot clock, and now we're within 2.
That's probably a toughest shot all game. Great finish.
Lightning under pressure. Talbot, when the pressure comes, Talbot puts it in.
Oh no.
And a turnover on the inbounds. Munga threw it out of court.
How's that athleticism by Talbot to catch that ball?
Unbelievable from the veteran and the leader of this club. The 3 ball, no good. The Caps ball, they got let off the hook. It was an easy turnover. Lucky they got it back.
They sure did.
Margin still at 4.
Lucky Gorry doesn't have much hair because I don't think he'd have much left anyway.
Potts driving. Good take, but had to work for the finish. Talbot quickly, good pass. Pinot underneath, no good. Got it back and finishing off the window.
Okay, so right now I'm seeing miss the easy ones, make it more difficult, they'll drop for you.
Absolute nightmare.
Great job by Pinu though.
Oh yeah, now Collier stepping towards the hoop, asking for the foul. Lightning, Dean, pull up. No good. Bourne underneath, fighting away. Got it back to Dean. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dean wants an offense. Gets her screen. Now to Basham. 3, 2, and it's home.
That is a tough finish.
Now we've got a timeout. Paul Goris, he wants to have a chat to his team as they fought their way back into this game, but the Lightning with some lucky finishes. Let's have a look at this one, Larissa.
Yeah, she almost looked a little bit off balance, like she went over on her ankle or something there. We couldn't quite see her feet, but credit to her. Great finish. Much needed basket there by the Lightning.
Well, basketball can be a cruel game. The Caps, they got within a couple, and then all of a sudden it started to blow out. For the Lightning now, they've got to rally. This is the one that during the week, they faced some adversity this week, and now their back's against the wall. What do you think Matthew Clark will be talking about this time out, Larissa?
Well, 3:45 left on the clock. This is all about, again, I feel like we use this word a lot, but it's just about poise. End to end, focus on getting a stop, focus on getting a high percentage look offensively, whether it be fast break or in the half court. It's just staying together and getting all the small things done. It does become a thing that they know they don't finish games well, that they don't score over 71 points. So they've just got to back themselves in here and go.
As a coach, are you reminding your team about that, or you just, we don't mention
Absolutely
it?
not. No, you just know that it's a thing and that you've just got to keep them really positive and focused on every possession, one possession at a time.
Nathan, I can't wait to hear, what did Matthew Clark talk about in the timeout?
Impressive poise for a guy coaching his first WNBL game. Just acknowledge that Canberra made a run. Now as our run, the game plan stays the same though. Talk them through the offense, what they're looking for. They're wanting ball movement, and then they're putting the ball in their captain, Steph Talbot's hands.
Here's Potts driving. Foul. Potts will go to the line for 2. And again, Larissa, you mentioned it before, every time out of the timeout, they run something pretty solid offensively, and that was more signs of it there.
Absolutely, and they've run that play a couple of times to Potts. She loves that play. It gives her a really good look. She's tough to guard off the dribble, particularly from that high post.
And you've coached her many a year. You love to give her that sort of freedom?
Oh, absolutely.
On in. Hey, Dandenong Jr. Those 2 in.
You can see when Bourne's on her, they're isolating for Potts to take on Bourne, because you would say foot speed, Potts has got it over Bourne.
Yes, Will, go ahead.
He's turned up. Now Dean. Ball ace. Have to work for it there. Down low, Talbot. Reverse lane, no good. Here's an opportunity for the Caps. Melbourne. Getting busy. Collier for 3. Yes, and it's good. And now this game's within 3.
My goodness.
25 points for Collier. Talbot at the top. Munga having to stay with it. Talbot pulling up. No go.
So you can see now Adelaide are taking some rush shots. Momentum has swung back to the Caps.
Huge moment here for the Caps as Potch pulls up for a deep two. No go. Munga crushing the glass. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Munga. If so, that's 5. And it is. So Munga now fouled out of the game. It's been a good night for her. Even though she hasn't attacked the scoreboard or the stat sheet a lot, she's just been really handy on defense.
She just gets after it. Mentioned before, she does all the effort things, plays both ends, gives them high energy at all times on the floor. That's a tough one for your 5th foul, that one.
Let's see if the Lightning can swing that pendulum back. Here's Turner. Out of Basham. Driving. Wall of Caps jerseys everywhere. Potch against Borlase in a foot race. Out of court. Borlase did the right thing.
Good bit of shepherding there.
That's a battle you love to see, those two
Absolutely.
going head-to-head.
Very smart.
Let's look at it here.
You can just see that's how you block out.
Yeah, Borlase was crafty. Big heave in the pass.
Oh my goodness.
Out of court. Turnover. He didn't have a lot left on the shot clock, but
both teams certainly gifting each other with extra possessions.
here come the Caps. 3 points the margin. Melbourne goes to work. Taking on Dean. Good ISO. Good score. The cream rises to the top for Jade Melbourne. A quality basket brings the game within 1.
I just like the extra poise she's shown the last couple of possessions as opposed to the few before that. She kind of rushed the pass or looked for that thread the needle. Really well done there by Jade Melbourne.
It's been a tough night for Jade Melbourne. 2 from 17 from the field for the 5 points, but her last 2 baskets have been just strong and been really good for her team, Larissa.
Absolutely, but having said that, she has 6 rebounds and 7 assists. So she always still ticks away and gets it done.
And low on the turnover count as well in comparison to the team total. So she's been doing a great job.
She still wouldn't be happy with 4 turnovers, but it's going to happen when you've got the ball in your hands as much as what she does.
So Paul Goris, we know his experience. He's won WNBL titles. He's up against the rookie here in Matthew Clark. Almost a little master versus apprentice sort of setup. And they'll be working overtime at the moment in this timeout. So 1 point the margin. 2 minutes 06 on the clock. The Caps have 4 team fouls. The Lightning only 2. Clock management is going to be super important late in this one. So it'll be Lightning ball. Here's Dean. Melbourne with the job on Dean. Into Turner. Hand off. Driving floater. No good by Basham. Here we go. The Caps have the opportunity to take the lead for the first time. Melbourne. Potch. Nathan, you're in the Paul Goris timeout with the Caps. Talk to us.
Well, both coaches been to earn their stripes today. Offensive execution, looking for easy baskets. That's exactly the look they drew up, looking to go to Potch to some moving screen, brought it undone.
Tough one there. So the Caps are in the penalty. Lightning in the bonus. We'll keep an eye on that. A minute and a half left to play. 1 point the difference. Basham. Now Borlase driving. Good aggressive take. Had to pull up and got the bucket.
Such a good finish by Borlase under pressure.
Here come the Caps the other way. Melbourne directing traffic. Pulling up for 3. No good. Tough look. Borlase will move it quickly to Dean. Minute left. Dean happy to go the extra pass. It was a good find to Talbot, who just struggled to finish. Caps need something here. Poch looking to drive, ran out of room. Call for a foul. Let's have a look at this on the replay. It was there. So 14-second clock, Larissa. 42 seconds game clock. 2-for-1 opportunity on the cards here. Melbourne. Bowyer. Melbourne at the top. Collier driving and scoring.
What a finish.
What a moment to stand up by Collier. That's 27 points. 1 point the margin. Lightning need something here. Dean at the top. Caps pressing on defense. 5 on the shot clock. Dean for
Big
3.
shot.
No good. The Caps one last roll of the dice here.
For the win.
4 on the clock. Collier for 3.
Oh my gosh.
No good. Poch fighting. The Lightning get up. They do it for Matthew Clark in his first game. They respond.
Oh my goodness.
What a game. What a finish. The Caps were relentless in their comeback, but the Lightning hang on.
That is what relief looks like. If you have a look at the Adelaide Lightning faces, that's what relief looks like.
That was all relief, wasn't it?
What a great few last minutes.
That last quarter, the Caps 20-10. They won that quarter by 10 points. They just fell short. And this young group, this Caps young group, they're going to learn so much from that game. What a contest between two teams battling it out. WNBL action, it just doesn't get better than that. And there he is, Matthew Clark, his first win. Look at the Lightning rejoice and enjoy that one. They're happy now and relief, but when they look at the review, it's going to be a tough last quarter.
Yeah, that will be a tough one for them to sit through, but the positive is that they came out with the win and so much more they can improve on, both teams.
Let's go down to Nathan Strempel, who has coached Matthew Clark and Paul Ace.
It's a heck of a game for you. You made it exciting for the fans out there, keeping it close. How sick are you?
I'm happy now. That's all that matters. I'm glad the team won. But yes, we need to get better at keeping our leads because those games are way too stressful.
Coach Matthew Clark, you're undefeated as a WNBL head coach. I thought you were going to have less hair than me by the end there.
Yeah, I'm just pleased we found a way. Great first half, and we just got to tidy up our D in the second.
First game as a head coach in the WNBL, incredible poise in a high-stakes game. You mentioned you're in the hot seat in more ways than one. High pressure out there this week.
It was a lot of pressure, but I think, I don't know, for me, I was able to just concentrate on today. I think it'll hit me in about 5 minutes that it's been a big moment, but I'm just pleased for our group that we found a way.
And Izzy, for you, a whole lot going on this week. New head coach, how did you find it under Matthew?
Yeah, I really liked having Matt as our head coach. You know, it's changed. I've never had that before, having a change of head coach, but, you know, props to Matt. We got the win, and, you know, that's what we want.
Props to Matt, props to you two. Izzy, Lightning getting it done by 1 point. Well done, folks.
Well, it was such a high-paced game. Great to hear from Coach Matthew Clark and Paul Ace, who was absolute superstar today with 22 points. It was such a great effort, but it was such a high-paced game, Larissa, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start with that. Both teams did really try to give it away. Adelaide overall did a great job.
tune in to your local area where you can. But there's Collier just getting that last rest. 27 points tonight, 22 rebounds, a 20-20 performance. You rarely see that.
Look, you can see on the screen there the Caps, they would feel so disappointed with that. And you look at the stats and think if they could just take back a few of their missed free throws. I mean, they ended up being 8 from 21, 38% from the free throw line, and they lose by a point. I mean, oh my, like you just feel for them straight away. Like you can start going through each individual player and what they could have done better. And I know Jade Melbourne, you can see from her body language, she's disappointed because she maintains that high standard every game. But free throws alone lost them that game, and they got to the line 21.
Nathan to Will.